it's Steph from Fit Fans Online. This week I have a different sort of workout in store for you. We're going to be doing a workout that solely focuses on your abdominal muscles, it will work on your waist, and it's going to work on your back as well. So if ever you've suffered with your back muscles starting to ache, or if your back aches after long walks or anything like that, or if you're just not happy with how toned that your middle area is, this workout will really help with that. It's going to strengthen the whole area, it will help with flexibility in the area as well, so it can prevent you from getting any injuries later on. And so it will be a nice workout, a bit shorter than what you'd normally do, but we don't need to spend too long on this sort of area that we're working on. It'll probably be about a 15-minute workout. You don't need any equipment. All you need is some space on the floor with a mat or on a carpet like myself. Hi, I'm Steph from Fit Fans Online. Welcome to week 10. So today we're going to be doing something slightly different. I'm going to be taking you through an abs and back workout. This is going to strengthen all the muscles that you have in this power band around the middle of the body. So if ever you've moaned about your middle area, or if you do have any concerns that your lower back might be a little bit weak, or your lower back might ache when you're out walking, or anything at all, these exercises that we'll do today will strengthen all of these muscles and will help you and hopefully prevent you from getting any back injuries later on in life. The idea today is strength training, and we also have some stretches to do at the end too, but it is all focused on strengthening that middle area. You don't need any equipment. We're going to be lying down on the floor, or if you've got yourself a nice mat, you can lie on that too. Have yourself a drink. It's all about keeping the exercises slow and controlled, as opposed to rushing them and getting our heart rate up really high like we've been doing before. That's gone. And we're just going to be focused on slowing things down and conditioning this area of the body. Okay? So, what we're going to do first is a bit of a warm-up, okay? Just to get the blood circulating around. So just give us a bit of a march, and we'll just get the area, or just get the blood circulating around the body and get the spine as mobilised as possible. Okay, so whilst I'm marching, I'm really making sure that my shoulders are getting involved as well, just so I have that rotation just in my torso area. Good. Yeah, so it's a different sort of workout today. It's going to be tough as you want it to be. But you'll have a minute of one exercise, then I'll give you a few seconds break, then we'll move on to another exercise. So we've just got 7 exercises to do, totally focusing on our core area. And then we'll stretch, and then you're done. Okay, so ground the heels for me. Just give me some twists, side to side. Letting those hands just wrap around the body, letting the legs move as well. Just loosening up the spine, waking up the muscles in the core. Good. Remember what I say with this one, if you do suffer with dizziness, keep your head still. Just let the movement come from the arms. If not, you can look behind as well. Okay, great stuff. Relax your arms down by your sides, just give us some side bends. So we're not leaning forward and we're not leaning back, we're just sliding down side to side, waking up the waist, bit of a stretch down either side of the body as well. So if you're new to group exercise classes or anything like that, this is a bit of an introduction to what a class feels like. So there might be classes online or in outside settings that you can go to that solely focus on the core area. So this is a bit of an introduction for you to what it feels like. But it will really get those muscles woken up and get them a lot stronger, and hopefully it will make you feel great at the same time. So now we feel a little bit more mobile. Like I say, we're not going to be lifting any weights or anything like that, so we really don't need to worry about a super long warm-up. But as long as we are sufficiently warm, you can lie yourself down. I'm going to show you the exercise first, have a little go of it, and then when we're ready, we'll do our minute of it straight, okay? So we're going to lie down on our back. We're going to focus on stomach crunches, okay? So your feet are flat on the floor, push your lower back down, so we don't want the back to be arched. So push the lower back down there. You can have your hands in front, you can have them across your chest or either side of the head. What we are going to avoid is placing our hands behind our head and then pulling on our neck. We want to avoid that. We look up and we keep that distance between the chin and the chest at all times. Okay, so we're going to lift up the shoulder blades and then slowly lower them back down to the floor, squeezing the tummy muscles. So that is our crunch and then back down, crunch and then back down. And we're going to do that for a minute. We do it slowly, you take your own time and regular breathing throughout the whole thing. Okay, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. Big squeeze. Lifting and lowering. Working those muscles predominantly in the upper part of the abdominals. So we squeeze and lower. Squeeze and lower. If you want, you can bring your hands down by your sides. Try different ways. See which one feels more comfortable. Now I would say if your neck is starting to ache, sometimes if you're new to training your abdominals, the tummy muscles can really start to overly work and get the neck muscles involved too. You can just place one hand behind your head, but again making sure you keep your chin lifted. We're not pulling on the head. That hand is simply there just to take a bit of the pressure off the neck, just to help those muscles relax. So we squeeze the tummy muscles, we squeeze. And the whole time our lower back is pressed down. Go on, give me 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Whew. So now your upper abdominal should be feeling nice and warm, okay? So you have a bit of a breather whilst I show you the next exercise. Again, conditioning the abdominals. This one focuses a bit more on the lower area of the tummy. So legs come up. Again, keep the lower back down. Hands are down by your side. We're going to do leg extensions. So you're going to extend one leg out and then slowly back in and then change over. Now when you extend your leg out, your back's going to want to arch. We're going to keep our lower back pushed down to the floor so there's no movement in that lower back. That lower back stays down the whole time. If that's too much, extend your foot up and down. It's a little bit easier on that back, but we want to pin those muscles and that spine down. Okay, are we ready? So we've got 1 minute and we'll start in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Lovely. So these are our leg extensions. A great one for the lower abdominals. Press that lower back down to the floor. That is your main focus with this exercise. That lower back does not arch. And again, the lower you have your foot to the floor, the harder it's going to be to keep that back down. So try a few different options and see what feels right for you. Well done. You're doing great. We're almost there. So keep that technique as strong as possible. Keep that lower back pushed down. That's it, squeezing the waist. Hold those core muscles nice and tight. Well done. And rest, very nice. Okay, let's give our lower back a bit of a breather and our lower abdominals. Let's move on to our waist a little bit of the next exercise. We're going to do lying side bends. So you're going to place one hand behind your head and we're going to keep looking up towards the ceiling. So my chin's not down here. We're going to keep that head looking up and our other hand is going to be down by our side. We're going to lift our shoulders ever so slightly off the floor and we're going to slide laterally to the side. So that is our side bends. We're going to do 30 seconds on one side, then we'll change and do 30 seconds on the other side. Okay, so get yourself ready. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, off we go, side bends. So we're trying to reach towards the calf or the shin. It's not an up-down movement, it's a side-to-side movement. Well done. It's a big squeeze, squeeze. And change over sides for me. Squeeze. So again, we're looking up towards that ceiling. Taking that shoulder down towards the hip. And the whole time regular breathing. That should be kicking in. So our upper abs have worked so far, our lower abs have worked, and now we're working our waist. Keep going for me, stay nice and strong. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Lovely. Have a quick stretch if you want to. Bring your arms up and your legs out. Just feel that stretch across the abdominals. Okay, what have we got next for you? Reverse curl. So we're going to go back to the lower abdominals. We stay in this position and we're going to lift our legs up. Okay, hands are down by your side. Now you can apply a bit of pressure into the floor with your hands if you wish. If you've done these before, get your hands up by your head, come up to the top of that crunch position, which will make it much harder. Okay, but if you're new to it, hands down onto the floor. Now we're going to bring our knees in and then lift our knees up. Okay, so we're here and then down. So that hips lift off the floor and then slowly back down. And that is your reverse curl. We're going to avoid this, okay? A leg swing. We want to avoid a leg swing. Makes it a lot easier. Not working the abdominals as much as what we want. So, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. So lifting those knees up. Again, keep it slow and controlled. When you return the legs back down, keep that movement controlled. So we're not swinging the legs about. Options, hands come up. Regular breathing. Come on, I can do this. That's it. Make sure we breathe out every single time. We're not holding our breath. And those knees are lifting up towards the ceiling and those hips are coming up off the floor. Great stuff, almost there. Come on, come on. Can you give me 2 more? 1 more, let's go, go, go. Yeah, well done. Actually, a minute, that's great. Okay, so we've got 2 exercises left. Sorry, 3. 3 exercises. We have our plank now. So we've really targeted certain areas of the abdominals. We've focused on the upper abs, we've worked the lower abdominals, we've gone onto the waist, then we've gone back to the lower abdominals again. Now we're going to work the whole core band by working the plank. Plank's a great exercise. So I'll show you from here. You can be on your elbows and your knees, or you can be elbows and toes. What we're avoiding is our back arching like this. You're going to pull your belly button in towards your spine and then relax in between the shoulder blades so we're not all taking it there. Toes can be down or you can be on your knees, and we're going to hold. Now with your plank, your muscles will start to shake, your heart rate will start to go up. The best thing you can do through that is to breathe, okay? Keep breathing, do not hold your breath. If you need to put your knees down and have a couple of minutes, that's fine, or a couple of seconds, not minutes, and then back up again, that's fine. But give me as long as you can, okay? We're aiming for a minute. Who can do the 4 minute? Okay, get yourselves into the position. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So you choose the level that you work at. Again, watch this with your back. It's going to want to go down there when you're getting tired. Or it might want to come up here. We're bringing it down so it's nice and flat. If that's too much, knees come down, flatten out the feet, and then regain that straight spine. You choose the level that you want to work at. Well done everybody, keep breathing. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Lovely, shake it out. Okay, 2 to go. So that plank was so good, we're going to stay with the planks, but we're going to do a side plank. So I've not done this in any of the other sessions, so this might be a new one to you. So you're going to line the side of your body, elbow underneath your shoulder, okay? Your bottom knee is bent, your top leg is straight. And we're going to lift the hips off the floor. We're going to hold for 30 seconds, and then all you need to do is change over and then go onto the other side. Okay, so keeping those hips up. If you need to, rest the hips down the floor at any point, you can do. But the idea is we're trying to get those hips up if we can, okay? So elbow underneath the shoulder, bottom leg bent, top leg straight. Ready in 3, 2, 1, off we go, lift up. Yeah. So we're only holding it for 30 seconds and then we're going to change. So the hip stays lifted. Feel all the muscles in the side of the body switching on to hold all the way down the side. Okay, and change over. So I'm just going to flip round to the other side. Straight into it. Off we go. Good work. So nice and strong. Drawing that waist in, holding it. Regular breathing. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Oh, so I tell you now, all of the muscles in the core have worked. There's only one area in the core band that could just do with a tiny bit more work, and that is the muscles in your lower back. So we're going to lie down on our front for our final exercise, and then you can say that you have had a full workout working all of these major muscles in the core. So lying down, hands are going to be placed onto the floor and just flatten out your feet. We're going to keep looking down. We're not going to look up and put any pressure on our neck. We're going to raise the upper body slightly off the floor and then slowly back down. Now as you lift, you're going to squeeze the muscles in your lower back and really squeeze the muscles in your bum as well. And then slowly back down. So these are our back extensions, our final exercise before we stretch. So 1 minute. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Slow and controlled. If you have any back injuries, I want you to keep the movement small. Avoid going too high. And the whole time, we're protecting our back by squeezing the muscles in the bum. We're looking after our neck by looking down towards the floor. And our lower back is doing all the work, bringing us up and down slowly. Good work. Hopefully it's feeling okay. Okay, a couple of seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Lovely. Okay, just bring yourself up into a box, and I want you to sit right back onto your heels, push your hands in front and stretch out your lower back. How nice does that stretch feel? After a big workout on the abdominal muscles like that, it's so nice to have a stretch after. So just sit right back on the heels, push the hands out in front, and just stretch out the back. Okay, I want you to come back up, and I want you to take the knees a little bit wider, and then again sit back onto the heels, push the hands in front, and then just sink that head down a little bit further. Okay, lovely. Now if you are new to training your abdominals and your lower back's aching a little bit tomorrow, or if ever it's aching, that stretch can be so nice. So you can just get down onto the floor and do that stretch. Okay, let's stretch out the abdominals. So I'll show you from the side again. You're going to bring your elbows down, flatten out the feet, make sure the body's all in line, and then we're just going to gently lift up the upper torso, stretching out the muscles in the abdominals down the front of the tummy. So we just hold it here. If you have the flexibility in your back and you can't feel that stretch here, then I want you to squeeze the muscles in your bum, place your hands down and start to lift the elbows, just to take it a little bit deeper into the abdominals if you have the flexibility and that feels comfortable. So regular breathing. Just feel the area stretch. Okay, slowly back down. Come back up onto the hands and knees. Okay, and again, one final stretch for the lower back. Coming all the way down, hands in front, stretch out your back. And slowly back up. Let's bring ourselves to a standing position. Give your arms and legs a bit of a shake once you're here. I'll probably mess my hair up now, ignore my hair. Let's stretch out our waist, okay, because we did do quite a bit of work on that too. Take your right leg behind and then take your right hand and lift it up and over. So this is just going to stretch the muscles down the side of the body, which will just help with easing off any soreness in that area tomorrow. Relax, change over, and again, left leg behind, left arm goes up and over for that stretch. So hopefully you enjoyed your ab and back session. And if you did, there's plenty of workouts out there that are like it. This is a great workout. You can make it harder, you can make it easier, you can do it as often as you want as well. So yeah, make sure that you do get the strength work for the core muscles in there as much as possible as well. And me and Scott will see you next week for some more exercises. Take care, thank you.